Hi, welcome back to the Calling in Birmingham, and I've been joined by Trevor Baker. You are the head of OP for LSS, right?
Kind of. Well, the head of Premier OP. So we have.
Sounds even better.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, there's a lot of folks within the team that handle the relationships with all of the local game stores and the distributors, and that's kind of part of our organized play team. And then me and my team, we handle kind of everything that happens outside of the local game store.
Okay, so you go from Worlds.
Yep, Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Worlds kind of all the way down to Battle Hardened. That's kind of the band of events that we work on. So your Battle Hardens, national championships, callings, Pro Tour Worlds, stuff like that. Yeah.
So we kind of touched on it, in briefly. So 2020, when we were, countries were coming out of COVID, and people were playing on the internet and chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
To play some OP. That's when you really ramped it up.
Yeah.
Obviously America, the US, they have a lot of events. You've got, SCG, Channel Fireball at the time were doing events, and they picked it up and run with it.
Yeah.
Europe, we were a little bit slower, sort of like, picking things up and running with it. But you guys have really sort of like, fostered some really good relationships now in Europe.
Yeah.
And now sort of like Pan-Oceania.
Oh, yeah.
So we're starting to see a global picture of basically your vision, James White's vision, of basically what OP is like.
Yeah.
How far in the future are you organising? Like this event, I heard, started in December.
That's right.
So, how far do you project?
Yeah. So, to be quite honest, we're actually, in that sort of phase where we're always now that World's kind of opened back up, right? And so we want to be building that runway out. Usually, you're kind of operating more on like a 6 to 18 month sort of timeline, depending on where you're at in the year. I think a lot of card gamers are kind of used to this sort of calendar year sort of cycle as far as things go. So depending on where you're at in the year, you could be maybe as little as 6 months ahead, or maybe kind of up to 18 months in advance. So that's. For us right now, with 2023 all sorted, we're very much into the 2024 planning and beyond.
So with the 2022 calendar, we were just sort of like figuring out where OP was. We had 2 pro tours at the time. Everyone's finding their feet. Everybody wants to get in competitions. So with the schedule that we've had this year in 2023, is that more like what we were expecting to see? So people can plan a little bit better. So we're going to go, Worlds is always in like Novemberish time. The Nationals are always sort of like Septemberish time. Is that what we're looking at?
I mean, this year I would say is still kind of far from a perfect world for us. I don't think that we've actually really given people a proper amount of visibility. I think that folks should be able to have a much better sort of outline as they head into next year. So that's something that we're actively working on. As far as committing to specific, programs and months, I think once we kind of hit where that cadence looks, where we get these events in the right times of the year, I think as we get into 2024, 2025, you'll start to see things, really take shape. But we're not satisfied with how things are just quite yet. We're building out a lot of the capability within the studio to really scale up. I mean, we want this game to be as best as it can be in the communities where Flesh and Blood is and where Flesh and Blood is to come. So we've got a lot of work to do, but I'm happy with what we've kind of put on the table this year. But there's definitely quite a bit more that we have left to do.
Yeah,
So,
I know there's going to be loads of countries going, when's the call-in coming to us? I mean, I'm sure you've got a plan to kind of like spread it out so everybody has an even shot. Is that what it is? You look at the popularity of the game in regions and go, okay, this country is going to be the next. You know, like when you
Yeah.
picked Wells,
Mm-hmm.
you know, were you looking at sort of like demographics of where people are playing and go, okay, you know, Wells 23, that's going to be in Spain, and you know,
Yeah, I mean, there's always a multitude of factors that come into it. Obviously, you've got to put these events. You got to move something like World Championships around the
yeah,
world,
yeah,
right?
totally.
People are not going to be happy
Yeah.
if World Championships is always in the U.S. every year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, we're expecting
So,
next year
yeah,
you'll probably go. It's going to be like Oceania. So
it's a good guess. Yeah,
I know you're
I
not
don't-
going to confirm that,
yeah, yeah,
but you know that people are going to be going. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. You know, we want it over there. You know,
Yeah.
it started over there. You know, and sort of like you definitely, you know, growing in that region like Singapore is, you know,
Yeah.
that when they had their
Yeah.
battle hardened and stuff like that, it was just like that was absolutely fantastic.
yeah. I mean, the calling that was just in Singapore was outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Always great to be over there. And some of this, you the market data and where we're present is part of it, but I also believe there's a sense of if you build it, they will come. So
Yeah, yeah,
we do
totally.
have to take risks. We do have to, look at where the opportunities are, take chances, and really get the game out there in front of folks. So, yeah,
It's brilliant,
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see what you guys do next.
Yeah.
I mean, this event here has just been absolutely fantastic. You know, we're so
Yeah.
happy that we were able to sort of like bring this to everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
course,
I know
yeah, thank you
that
so
you've
much.
got
Yeah.
so much to do out there.
No, it's been a pleasure. Yeah. No, happy to, say a few words about where things are at. It's awesome to be back here in the UK. It's the first time I've been back here since before the pandemic. The Living Realms team has really knocked it out of the park this weekend, so it's been awesome to work with them. Awesome to work with yourself and everyone from Push the Point. You guys have held it down over here, so really look forward to coming back. So.
Thing is, you get the opportunity. You never think that the opportunity is going to come, and you just put yourself out there to say, okay, am I lucky enough? And when it comes, you're just like, I've got to try and do my best.
Yeah.
For you guys for having the faith, by saying, we'll let you do it. And
Yeah.
It's just like, I just want to just do the very best, for the UK, for the call-in, for the fans.
Yeah.
And I hope we fulfil that for you guys.
Absolutely. Looking forward to more to come here, more to come to Europe in general. World Championships in Barcelona is going to be a blast. I hope if people have the chance to make it over for it, we'll do our best to entertain everyone. We've got some surprises, up our sleeves. So really hope people put that one on their calendar, and we'll see folks in November. So.
Well, all you see people saying booked. It's
Booked,
just like,
yeah.
blimey, that's all you want to do.
Yeah, and there's a whole suite of battle hardens between now and now in November to keep folks entertained. So there's a lot of great ways to get engaged with Flesh and Blood throughout all throughout Europe. So we'll keep the community engaged, and we'll see folks in November. So
Do you want to give anybody a shout out while you have this opportunity?
I mean, I think I already complimented the Living Realms team and everyone. So and the Push the Point guys and everything. So just thanks to everyone. Thanks for being a part of the stream this weekend. Supporting the game, supporting the community. So thank you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Trevor, for your time.
Yeah.
You are a very busy man.
Yeah.
More to come.
All right. Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you.